of time. What are you going to do with the time you have left? I say that if you don't reposition yourself, you could miss the best time in your life, in this season of life. Because we have got to change the way we think. We have got to change the way we function. We have got to change the way we deal with issues. And the reason that you have to begin to reposition the way you think and the way you function and the way you feel is that we many times are stuck between the lines of limited thinking and limited people and limited ideas and limited philosophies. And there's something creative down inside of you saying, let there be. You need to walk into a situation where you've been locked up and tied up and tangled up and say, let there be light, let there be healing, let there be books, let there be change in this city. You have tried 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different things. Each you worked on 90 days or so and then said it doesn't work. How can you be a leader with a 90-day test? Of course it didn't work. You didn't stick to it long enough. You didn't fight hard enough. You didn't do what it took to win. And rather than to correct it and get it right, you walked away from it and tried something else. And for the last 10, 15 years of your life, you've been on the run from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, trying to make all this stuff work. Stop it. Stand still. You have to have the courage to live with the pressure and the criticism. New levels bring new devils. You have to be tough. You have to be tough to be able to stand it. It's tough for keeping your kids encouraged while you secretly worried to death yourself. It's tough for getting ready for a birthday and don't have a birthday gift. It's tough of not being able to get the light bill paid and the water bill paid. It's tough. But what do we do with these moments? Do we just have them and go back home and wait for the next one? Almost like junkies getting a fix or smokers smoking a cigarette? Are we just habitually addicted to moments without being able to take that moment and use it strategically to do something in our lives? You do not have to accept it the way it is. Somewhere down inside of you there is creativity. We've got to break out of the barriers and the limitations and get outside of the box. Something is about to happen in your life. You've got to take it one day at a time. And when you get to the end of the day, you say, I'm not finished, but I've done everything that I was supposed to do for that day, for that time, for that season. Your season is shifting. You will be able to do now in a way that you have never been able to do it before. You haven't sung your best song. You haven't preached your best sermon yet. You haven't thought your greatest thought. You haven't written down your greatest idea. You haven't dreamed your best dream. Baby, you haven't laughed your best laugh. You haven't had your greatest day yet. It's somewhere inside of you. You're a miracle looking for a place to happen. You have got all kinds of things locked up inside of you that are about to come forth for such a time as this. The time is right. The stage is set. The conditions are in order. And something awesome is about to happen in your life. Don't let anybody tell you you're too young. Don't let anybody tell you you're too old. Don't let anybody tell you you're fitted. Every day you wake up in the morning, it's a sign the best is yet to come. This is my moment, and I am determined to live it. The mind is the battleground. The fight is in your mind. Are you ready for the next level? What are you going to do with the time you have left?
Hey everybody, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's an honor to be back on this platform. If you guys are here, please share the live broadcast. Please invite your friends. Let's have this conversation. And Jojo will be on in a bit. We have a special, Jojo will be on in a bit. We have a special guest, and I'm honored to have her on our platform. This platform is to build, elevate, and promote. She's going to be here as well. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever your time zone is. This is your girl, Muku. All of my agu. I greet you according to your time zone, guys. So, I'm honor. Cannot wait to have this conversation. I'm going to put on the screen and tell you a little bit about this picture that's on the screen. So today we're going to have our own sister, Rachel Harris, a NP. She's going to be breaking a Sigma, embracing strength. So she's going to be having a conversation about this event that's going to be held in Minnesota on May 10th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. in Minnesota. It's going to be at Corn Rapids YMCA. So this is something that we have to pay attention to. We have to listen to, and I'm excited to get her on. She was here earlier, but then she left. So I'm waiting for her, and I'm waiting for Jojo to come on. So before that, let us talk. How you guys doing? Has your day? Share the live broadcast, invite your friends, let's talk. After this conversation with our sister, we're going to be having an open conversation with all the yadi that's going on. And in order that Jojo, if you can hear me, your device is not connected. Okay, there you are. So yes, so we have going to be having this conversation, a really unique conversation, and it's going to be fantastic. Jojo is probably having a little bit of technical difficulty, but she will definitely come on. So how you guys doing? Let's share the live. Let's invite our friends, our family, and let's have the conversation. So I know today is not drama. There's no drama on this platform today, so we are waiting. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there you go. Jojo is on. She's connecting. Y'all know Jojo that state trooper. Y'all don't know. Jojo that state trooper. Jojo is out of town. And this woman gonna fly in tomorrow morning again. But Jojo, it's an honor to have you. Good morning, my dear sister. And welcome
Good
back.
morning.
We did not get the time to welcome you back. You came back. There all the little pump going on. So welcome back from the mother's land. How was your trip? And I turn it over to you while we wait for our guests.
Good morning. Good morning. This is your beautiful, fabulous queen. I've been out of the town in Liberia. It was wonderful. It was sweet and, sour, because a lot of our people, they're suffering and some of them are not. But other than that, it was beautiful. I had a great time. The weather gave me a hard time. But other than that, it was wonderful and I'm happy to be back. I missed the show. I miss you guys. Happy to be back on the show.
Yes,
Y'all be
and
patient with me. I just log on.
yes, so but how is things in Liberia? And I just want to commend you for the great job that you did and donating some clothes and other stuff to people in Liberia. So one of our viewers came and she met you and you even paid her way and you didn't even know her. So while we're talking, she was like, "Oh, she was not far from me." And you were like, come to me. She said, "I was with you," and you even gave me a copy. Liberia would say copy. You even gave me copy to leave. And I just want to commend you for that. And it's an honor to be able to give, like the Bible says, give and it shall be measured unto you. It shall give and hold on, give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, so shall men give to your bosom. And I want you guys to know, don't take giving for joke. Just that word for somebody to say thank you, God bless you. It's a lot that some of us don't know. So I just want to tell you thank you so very much. You didn't have to do it, but you did. So, like I said, how is Liberia? I've been all of Liberia for a couple of years now since I last went back. So, just give me a little G's.
Well, Liberia is coming up. I was impressed with the airport. When I got there, the last time I was in Liberia was 2021. And when we arrived at the airport, we had to get off the aircraft down the ramp and we got on the bus. But this time, I am a airline supervisor. So when I see things that improve in my country for what I do, I'm excited. This time we landed there. We got off the plane straight into the jet bridge. The jet bridge is the thing that they put close to the plane where everyone get off and get into the terminal. So I was really impressed of that. Not only that, when I got to the immigration office the last time, the line was so long. People were there just trying to get money out of you or whatever. But this time, even though it was a little bit, slow, but it's all over the country. That how it is. It's immigration, but this time it was faster than before. So I was really impressed. Even to get my bags, I had my tag. Or I've never heard anyone that day complaining about their bag. I think everyone on the aircraft that day bag came. So I was really impressed about that. Leaving the airport, the road was paved. They fixed the road all the way until you get it all the way to the end. So it was great. And then we see lot of construction going on, like the roads over here where they're fixing the roads and they put these big blocks to separate the incoming and coming traffic. So things are really coming up. So I'm really, really proud of that. But my downside is we have some of the people that have it, and the people who don't have it, they ready don't have it. There are people who suffering. I'm telling you, suffering. I mean, suffering. In the night, by the time it 10 to 7 to 8, 9 o'clock, if you get on the street, certain places, you will see that they have young girls like 17, 18, 16, 15 right in front of you. They will be having killing dog. They will be charging for 200 liberty. 200 liberty, 150 liberty, just to have something to eat. Some of them would say 300 liberty. They call that how to say um 300 liberty. Okay, if 200, then you have to use protection. If you breathe 300, you don't have to. And I'm thinking 300 liberty is what? Yes, I was thinking 300 liberty is what that you don't want someone to use protection, because the medication is way expensive than that. But all the girls are trying to do is get money. And we get our big officials are passing with their cars. They know about this area. They see how people, I mean, there were nowadays that I came when I was in Liberia, I didn't cry. I cried 3, 4 times a day. There were kids that couldn't go to school. Or some of the kids going to school, but okay, today my mom said I can't go to school. I have to say because we didn't eat yesterday. So honestly, the money I took, I finished my money, the money I left here for bills, I had to send with myself everything. Even when I went, a lot of almost all my followers that went over, some of them took their kids. They lived far distance, and they came over to see me and think I had to transport almost every one of them. Let's say every one of them. Give them something to go back. So it's hard. You budget and you go there, but the way you see things, you have to go. The Bible tells me that it is okay to give until it hurts. When I was in Liberia, I gave until it hurt because I ended up taking my bills, money, and transferring it to me same way and be able to help other people, which I know I can help everyone. But I don't regret it. I'm happy I was able to do that. Now that I'm back, I'm able to get back on my feet and figure out a way to make it happen. But it is sorry for, it's improving in a sense, but our people are still suffering. Our big people, they have a lot of our big people homes. I was going around. Even the video that I made, I made a video where I was giving this guy money. One of the big guys don't live far away from there, but his neighbors are all suffering. And they pass over there with the car with children sitting, no food, no clothes, nothing on, and they don't even care. Maybe they do. I don't know. But if you see around your neighbor, what I know, you will help the people. And I ask questions, and what they said, people say, they're not giving them nothing. They're not helping them with anything. So, I know it's not easy for one person to do, but it's hard. It is really hard there. I mean, I cry 3, 4 times a day. I'm telling you, especially for the girls that are out there are having kid indoor for little or nothing. And when I went there, the rate was $192 for $1 US. For $1 US. And someone is sleeping with somebody for Not even a dollar, because $200 is not, it's almost like a dollar US. And then you tell someone, give me $2, and then you don't have to use protection. I'm just so sorry for my people, but I'm
Wow,
happy to be back.
this is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking, most
It
especially when it
is.
to the citizen and they're on the street, broad open, and there's no restriction about that. So I
And the
remember they
thing
have.
about it is Muku, sorry. The thing about it is something that they do every day, so the people know about it. So what is the government? I ask people around that this is something that's what they do. Everybody know about it. So the government able to send people out there to interrupt the traffic and stop people for whatever reason, get money out of them, tow people car. But you able to restrict your people to send them in the street and stop certain things like that for a 16-year-old, 14-year-old that trying to look for food. I mean, come on now. This is somewhere that the children, everybody know that area. So most of these boys go there for that thing right in front of you. Right in front of you. It's not
Mhm.
like they will go behind the house. It's sorrowful.
It is sad. It is sad having sex in the open, broad open day. It is sad. But anyway, what can we do? We are not leaders. We just got to pray for our nation, Liberia. So we say, everybody welcome. And Jojo is here. Everybody welcome. Share the live broadcast. Let's recognize our guests here. Toma, how are you? How are you? Welcome. And she said, hello, mommy. Hope you are doing good. I am doing good. And she said, I don't know why I cannot comment on your other page. I tried doing it, but it's not going through. See, going through there. See, you restricted it, so I will not be able to comment on which one of my pages. So whatever one you on, just stay there, okay? Or you go to the YouTube channel, you'll be able to comment on that. I don't know what's going on, but I will check it out, okay? So Albertine, good morning. Welcome to our live broadcast. So we got our guest supposed to be coming on. So but before I go to my guest to have her come on, Jojo, so what's been going on with all the yitty yitty? First of all, Erin Che is getting married tomorrow, so want to extend our congratulations to her. And we pray, everything goes well, and we ask God to be the center of our marriage, because marriage is a beautiful thing. And we want to honor you. And I know it's going to be a really great event tomorrow. For all our girls, our followers that are in the town, we say welcome to the Twin City, the city of 10,000 lakes. And I hope and pray you guys have a marvelous time in our city. So, Jojo, with all that is going on around us, what you say, why I will get the audience while you talk, and then I will mute myself, and then I will call our guest to let her know that we on. Okay?
hmm I'm very, very happy. I'm happy for Erin. She's happy. All we can do is be happy for her and pray for her. And I can't wait for tomorrow because I'm playing one of a part in her wedding. I wait for her to say it, or if she doesn't say it, then you will see me doing what I have to do. She asked me to do a favor for her, and I'm honor to do that. All the time my my personal person took me on. He always taking me out. We are on a weekend getaway, that in a whole another state. But heading because of heading, I will have to fly out tomorrow morning. So baby, sorry. But anyway, it is what it is. I have to call this weekend getaway shut and fly over tomorrow morning to support my girl, because that's what we should be for, supporting one another. And not only that, after the wedding we should pray for that marriage, that whatever the devil planning, the evil people planning, the haters are planning, we will bind it under the blood of Jesus, that this marriage will be will be covered by the blood of Jesus and will succeed. A lot been going on social media. The fighting always going on. Whether it's Ciara, whether is my little sis, Sajid, LRB sister. All over the place. Even with Arthur, every one of them. But it is what it is. Um, Especially with social media making money, people making money of when it comes to content. Everyone want to bring things. I saw my girl Amy. got in town yesterday, you know, and they had a fabulous time. They were enjoying themselves. They were making videos. And now I woke up this morning, and that's a whole nother thing. Now all the people have to say is talking about uh, uh, um, um, Eve, Eve house, how it's crowded or whatever. Because I saw her TV and she had the baskets on the TV. But if that's how she want her house to be, that's how she want her house. You know, if that's the way she want her house, we take things so that kind of way.
Well, I don't
Everybody
think it
don't
was.
have to do
It
their
wasn't.
house.
I don't think it was her house. It wasn't her house.
I don't even know where it was. Even if it
It
was her
wasn't
house,
her
these are
house.
little baskets. It could be her house. He has little baskets with things in it, packing under there. If that's how she wants to store her things all underneath there, hey, we worry about things we're not supposed to worry about. But because again, it's social media, we have to find whatever we can to make our contents. So it is what it is. But again, I can't wait. I can't wait tomorrow to celebrate. As much as we can get up where I'm supposed to be until Monday, but I have to talk to my personal person, like, oh, please, please, let me go. So tomorrow morning I'll be flying out of here to go back and get ready for that beautiful. I mean, Coon the city of Coon would never be the same. Even the city,
So,
the state of Minnesota.
we're shut down, right? You're shutting the city
Of
down. You're
course, we're
shutting the
shutting the
state
city
down.
down. I will get back to you and see if I will get back to you, and see, if you and I can ride together or not. I will let you know.
Hmm.
But
So,
please,
hmm so, but we Liberians, we worried about things that does not matter or that is not relevant, because when you come to us Africans, we are crowded because sometimes we ship things to Africa, so we pack things all over the place. But what's the big deal? I watched those live, even when they were on live, and I heard people say, "Who house is this? It's so dirty. It's so this. It's so that." And I was like, "What the hell?" Liberian women, and 99% Liberian women misbehaving and acting so immature and worried about something that does not even matter. But when you look deep down under them, their bed don't even have head. It's only the mattress and the back spring and the how you call it, the rail that you put the mattress on. They don't even have a bed frame in their room, but they want to sit and just talk and castigate people. And that is so sad. That is just so ridiculous. I don't know.
hey,
It's
I'm
just
not
so
cutting
that
you
is so
off.
ridiculous.
Most of them that are saying you didn't go in your house and showing all over for most of the time we will not even see. Some of them we just see exactly the way you see, like I'm in this hotel, I'm just showing right here that all you see.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
when they were on that live, they were showing all over. And it's not like the tight, rescuing all over. It was baskets liner right on the thing there with things in it. If that's how you want to make your place, that's how you want to make your place. But again, I say it's all about content. It is what it
Hmm.
is. I'm just enjoying myself. I enjoy every move of it, even though they were playing some music and you see some curse, but they know they are my sisters. I always behind there. I don't like for them to be cursing. They can slow down, then they pick up again. But it is what it is. Little by little we'll get there. But that's how Liberians. I don't care how much good you're doing. People will look for the bad thing to run with it, especially now with the content thing. So it is what it is.
So, but Josephine, did you see our guest said we should give her 5 minutes? She was on, but the moment I was about to bring her on, and she went off. So, Josephine, did you see the video of this African lady who left her kids and went to? People say she left the content. What I saw, they said she left her kids for 9 hours. She left. Okay, we'll table that. We'll table that, and we'll bring our guests on now. So I'm gonna add Rachel to the screen, and I will post the flyer of what Rachel is about to do. Rachel, you have to mute yourself. I'm sorry, you got to mute yourself. It's really, really loud. And then secondly, where you're sitting, there's a lot of reflection in your face as well. Okay, I think you're okay now. Your camera need to be steady. Uh-huh. I'm not seeing you, doctor. Now I can see
Yes,
you.
yeah,
The reflection is in your face.
yeah.
So
When I get up there, I had to do a quick run. I apologize.
okay, so we just wait for you. I will mute
Are
you
we
and wait
good?
for you. Yes, we're good now. We're good. So
Okay.
guys, this is Rachel Harris, Mrs. Harris. She's a NP, and she's gonna be talking about This on the screen, breaking stigma and embracing your strength. So she's going to be talking more. She's going to elaborate on more of this because these are things that we have to know. These are things that we have to learn. There are a lot of things that we battle with. There are a lot of things that we go through that we don't know. So Rachel, it's an honor to have you. There's a little bit noise. If you can just pull over or put your glass up, that would be awesome. There you go. It's much
Rachel is
better.
on a run right now. How are you,
Mhm.
Rachel? Welcome, welcome. We are happy to have you on the
How you
show.
doing? How are you doing, mommy? Am I still no? Is it still causing noise? Is it still noisy?
I think
That's okay.
you
Then
go for
just go
now.
ahead.
Am I good? Okay, okay. Yes, thank you for having me. My name is Rachel Sumo. I live in the Twin Cities, and like you said, I am an NP. I am the founder and president of the Liberian Advanced Practice Providers
And I will
Network.
repeat, let me repeat it. She's a damn NP. She has a career. And if I didn't tell you guys, Rachel is married and has been married for 20 years. Rachel has two beautiful children, and one her son and my son shares the same name, Melanie. So welcome, Mother NP, and I'm so
Rachel
proud of
says she's
you.
a what? Rachel
Eh?
says she's a what?
She's an NP.
She got to tell her what that means.
Oh,
I'm a nurse practitioner.
nurse practitioner.
I'm a nurse practitioner.
Oh
Good.
my
Because a
goodness, she's
lot
a
of
nurse.
people don't know. I know, but a lot of people don't know. So it's always good to.
And Rachel
So
has been
Rachel
Yes.
can
married
even
for
prescribe.
Rachel has been
Rachel
married
can
for
prescribe
20 years. Yes.
medication. She can
Yeah.
give you prescription. Okay, people.
She can give me some prescription for me to lose weight too because the way I'm fat, my stomach aching. So Rachel can give me some prescription too, man. No problem. I'm joking. But anyway, Rachel, you are welcome to our platform. We are so proud of you and we are honored to have you on here. The platform is
Thank you
yours.
so much. Thank you so much for having me. And I think I will just go to a safe place and park so that I can be able to have a good conversation with you guys. Yes, I am a nurse practitioner. I'm dual certified. I do primary care and mental health. Um, so it's nice being on this platform, and it's just nice being a part of your conversation today. The primary reason for which I am here is to talk about our upcoming fair entitled Breaking Stigma, Embracing Strength. And this fair is going to be on May 10th, Mother's Day weekend, at the YMCA in Anoka, in Coon Rapids. The YMCA in Coon Rapids. It's in Anoka County, but it's Coon Rapids. And we give this fair this title, Breaking Stigma, Embracing Strength, because we identify the prevalence of mental illness in our community. Is that my noise or is it another person's?
It's you.
That's your noise, but we'll wait till you get situated. Go ahead.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
okay.
So we identify. I'm going to a safer place to park, and then I'll probably use my AirPod. But we identify the prevalence of mental illness in our community and in the African community at large. We've all come from different places, have had different experiences, but I can speak for Liberia because I was born and raised in Liberia, and I experienced war. And we all know post-war comes with trauma from the war, and those trauma tend to linger for a long time if it's not treated. And if trauma is not treated for a long time, it leads to mental illness. But we tend to be very resilient people, and so as a result, we don't address our trauma and those conditions. So and besides, we don't talk about mental illness in our community because we identify mental illness as wish, as somebody who doesn't pray, as a curse. So as a result, we go untreated. And if mental illness goes untreated, it gets worse. It worsens, and you end up into a really okay. Is this better? I'm trying to put my AirPod on.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
this is better.
Yeah. I was using my car Bluetooth. So then it end up into a very bad shape, and as a result, you suffer. You are non-productive. And then the cause of your mental illness, the situation that you're dealing with that is untreated, it hinders your ability to be productive, but it also hinders your relationships. So and we all, I can imagine all of us when we got our visa to come to America, we knew that we're coming to America to do well. So this fair is going to be heavily mental health focused. We're going to have education on mental illness, how to identify mental illness,
Mhm.
but also
Okay.
how to talk about
Bye.
what leads to mental illness and how we can make this a common conversation in our homes so that we can get the treatment we deserve and we get the treatment we need for mental illness, and how to identify those signs and symptoms of mental illness, because sometimes it could not be about you. It could be about a loved one, a friend, or just somebody you know. According to the CDC, we have 1 in 5 person living in the US, and most recent statistics now has said 1 in 4 person living in the US have experienced some form of mental illness. And you and I live here, so we're not excluded from that group. But unfortunately, African immigrants, there is high disparity in our community because sometimes we don't know the access we have to healthcare services, or sometimes we don't utilize the services that we have or that are around us. So we at this fair on May 10th, in addition to education, we're going to direct you to resources. We'll have at least 20 vendors at the fair so that when people come to the fair, they know, okay, who they can go to if they're having situations. So you're not just learning about mental illness, but we're directing you to resources that are associated with this condition. Um, I can probably say majority of our participants in this fair will be like your own Liberian person, Liberian people. Our guest speaker, one of our guest speakers will be Dr. Vivian Suarez. Dr. Vivian Suarez is going to be talking about trauma. She's a psychologist. She has a practice in the Crystal area, and I'm sure a lot of us don't know about her practice. And then Dr. Sampman is going to be talking about just mental illness, the 101 mental illness. And we have one of our colleagues, Dr. Alex Anyanki. He's from Nigeria. He's going to be talking about substance use disorder. And all of those conditions are mental illness related. And then we're going to have our panelists. Our panelists will be people who have had lived experience of mental illness or have worked in areas of mental illness, or have family members, and they will be talking about their story, how they sought resources, how they're doing, and how they have worked hard at overcoming their trauma. So one of our panelists will be a parent who have a child that's dealing with autism, how she dealt with it from the beginning, how she was in denial, and how she has overcome it. And then we're going to have another panelist who is a pastor. He's going to talk about faith in relation to mental illness. Because again, in our community, we have people who say you must pray. Just pray. I pray and I got better. And the Bible says if there is a sick around you, they should go to the physician. The Bible still talks about that. Even when Jesus healed the sick, that healed the leopard, he sent the leopard, he who is God, sent the leopard to be verified, to go and get verified by the priest. So, PC, we're having our a pastor. We also have another panelist who's going to be talking about their adverse child trauma they had. This person said they were molested as a child, and this person has dealt with divorce and all of those things that they dealt with, and how they're working at overcoming it, and other people with anxiety, depression. So just different things. So it's going to be an open a place for open conversation that every one of us can talk about this, so that when we come home, we're able to connect with people when someone is feeling sad. We're able to connect with families, and we're able to connect with even ourselves to identify these things that we have. And then it's not just mental illness we're going to be doing at that fair. We're also going to be talking about, we're going to have information about other chronic diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes. We're going to be doing, it's Mother's Day weekend. We cannot do Mother's Day weekend. We're all prioritizing our women. So anyone who is 40 and above, come get ready. We'll have free breast exams. Because cancer is also prevalent in our community. So we have to treat our moms. And then we just had a new addition to our fair. We have a team there doing HIV testing. Anybody who tests gets a free $25 gift card. That's an addition. But the whole fair, there will be gifts, there will be games, there will be a lot of things. It's going to be a fun experience. I think I've talked a lot, so let me give myself a break a little bit.
No, go ahead, talk. Tell us,
Yeah.
and then later on we'll ask you some questions about everything. Go ahead. You're not talking too
Yeah.
much. That's okay.
Yeah, but you can go ahead and ask me some questions now.
So, it runs from 10:30 to 2:30, right?
Yes.
So actually, it's not a question because it's well understood. So I just wanted to encourage other us to be there. If we see somebody or we know somebody who we feel a thing that is battling with this mental illness and other stuff, we should be able to encourage them to show up and show in. And for sure, the table talk will be there covering it live, and that's my promise to them. We're gonna cover it live because this is a very important topic. Mental health is very serious. People got mental health, they don't even know they suffer from mental health, or they are in denial. So this is a really, really great topic that we are going to be engaging in on Mother's Day, and we are so honored to be a part of it, to be honest. Jojo.
Yeah, to be honest with you, being on social media or going around seeing things, there are lots of Liberians that have mental illness, but they don't know. Mental illness not have to be the one that already screaming and trying to fight people. There are some people that are depressed that get into that stage, but if you don't work on it, then it get worse, like she said. So a lot of our people, like, you don't see yourself, you're not getting no rest, and you don't see yourself need rest, and you continue to do the thing, and everyone around you thinking you need rest, or you continue to do certain things and you're not even seeing it. Everyone, that's some mental illness thing. So that's things that, if our sisters can come up with this kind of thing, that we can go there and do such thing, that would be great. I don't even know. I think I have done a breast check maybe one time. I mean, I'm good at taking
Your,
my kids. I'll be honest here.
your
I'm good
mammogram,
at taking my Yes, I'm
you did
good
it
at
Yeah.
taking
once.
my kids to the doctor. Yeah, I could have taken my children to
I
the
carry you.
doctor and they would
I
not miss
carry you. I will
nothing.
cut you off
Me,
here. I
me,
carry you for your mammogram.
I have not
You
my
follow me, we're going for
my
your
doctor
mammogram.
always my doctor always used to laugh at me because as soon as she see me, she will know that I'm pregnant. They will not see me again after the 6 week checkup after I deliver. So I'm bad at it, and I make myself a promise for my 50th birthday that I should be going for the regular checkup. But we already in April. I haven't made the checkup yet. But that's something I should do because I think it'd be probably 3 years. I'm not ready to go for a checkup. But honestly, we need I tell you my truth. I've never gone through any kind of checkup a woman's supposed to go through. I don't go through none of
Wow.
that. I'm one of the person who just, but I know that I have reached the age where I have to be very, very careful and ready, pay attention to my body and myself if I want to you know, be healthy and for my kids and for myself. So I know much about that. But I want to encourage somebody like I'm thinking about it. I have to this year, you'll be telling me, asking me, oh girl, have you been to the doctor? I need to make my appointment and go. Probably I will come over there and see if I can get some breast checkup and stuff. But I know mentally I'm good, you know.
So, Dr.
So
MP,
But
you see,
Mother
let,
MP,
let,
what's your advice for Josephine?
let me talk about Josephine. I'm putting you on the list. You will be the first person I'm gonna get your
please,
test done because for Black women, breast cancer is so high among us, and it kills us quicker
Hmm.
than the others. Okay, and most of the time when we find out we have breast cancer, if you don't do your checkup, as soon as you find out, it's already stage three, stage two, stage three, and then it becomes harder to treat
Hmm.
because
hmm
when it comes to the place where you're able to physically feel that lump on your breast, it's a
It's
problem.
late. It's late. Hmm.
It's a problem,
yeah,
you know. So it's a nice little squeeze of your breast, but it's a valuable
Squeeze.
it is a valuable
A
squeeze.
squeeze.
And when you know you're well, after 2 years, you go, you check up again, you have a clean bit of health. So Josephine, I
yes,
got you on our
yes.
list with all your permission. I got you on that. I'm going to make sure you are number one. So 10 o'clock, be over there. Don't even register. Just go and say, I'm here. Rachel say I must be number one. You don't have a choice. And I mean, it's a great opportunity for us in our community because, and can you imagine, we want to take care of these kids, but we
Yes.
also want to
Yes.
see them graduate. I saw how you were doing all over the place about your daughter. And I can just
Hmm.
hmm
imagine when she getting married, what you would do again. I
Woo!
mean, that word is
Don't wait
going
to
to be,
marry yet. Don't jump to the marriage. Let's wait the college. And the college who my bring already
I
like
can
this.
imagine this word is going to be on
And you
fire.
want to see your grandchildren when I be easy again, Grandma?
Exactly.
Hey, we'll fill up
Exactly.
place.
I'm sure that there are times your daughter would like the kid and say they will want she didn't come here. Well, she because you'll be all in her
She's
face.
honestly, she one of the one always say, "Mommy, you give us hard time, man. You don't go to the doctor." She be behind me, "Mommy, you need to go to the doctor," because now it's even worse with her. Now that she knows she's on the medical side. Oh my God, this girl cannot give me chills. She thinks she's
Yes.
smart, whatever. Which I love it. But I know I
Yeah.
have reached to the place where I should really take it serious, and I'm going to. But I wanted to tell my truth. I'm bad. I'm taking myself, but my kids cannot miss nothing. So I need to know that I want to be there for my kids, my grandkids, my great grandchildren. So I need to take care of myself. It's better to see it where I have than waiting is when the problem is already there. I just wanted to be bold to say it because a lot of us don't want to say the truth. 3 years, or probably almost 4 years. Yeah, honestly, except okay, this is my fourth heritage. I'm going about to go for a physical check. I have never been through any of those checks. I will tell you the truth.
Okay.
I've been very honest, but I have to.
That been very honest, and thank God we have Rachel here. Who I remember one time I was on my live. Rachel and I have had conversation behind closed door, and we're talking about my blood pressure. But I hear call Rachel call me. I started laughing, But and this is a really good opportunity, most especially for those who don't have health insurance, or for those who have a huge deductible. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are some people who have some huge deductible, so they're like, "Oh, I gotta go pay this amount. I gotta go pay this amount, even though I'm paying insurance." So
Yeah,
with this, it's free of charge. It's
Yeah.
free of
free of
charge.
charge.
Let's take the opportunity. There are some states that want to have this, but they don't have it. They don't have people to set this up for them. And secondly, let us not look at, oh, they are Liberians, because our mentality, we feel that when we are Liberians, we don't want to go to our own people. And I don't blame you. because there are a lot of us that have made things this way, where people cannot trust. But I'll tell you, when I was in the Carolina, my children MP and myself, she was a Liberian, a very young Liberian, very young Liberian. And I'm the kind of person I prefer to do an African person. I'm not being racist here, but I prefer to be with my African person because I know me. When I'm doing my job, I know how to do my job wholeheartedly. And it's not only for the money. So I know my Liberians, when we say we are in it to do it, we do it from our heart. Yes, the money is there, but we do it from our hearts. So I just want to encourage all of us that's watching today. For me, I just did order that last week. And now, Jojo, if you don't know, when you turn 50 years old, you have to do the Misa shot and the pneumonia shot. It has been added to the chat. So that's why you saw me. I had the ice on my hair and stuff like that. So, it's really good because we got these beautiful kids that we are bringing up. We're raising our children. We want to be there to see our children go high school, college, get married, get the career, and give us grandkids. So, in order for us to do this, we have to take care of ourselves. We have
and
to take
and
care
then
of ourselves.
and
Yeah.
then we'll also have at the fair, we'll also have Cologuard for colon cancer screening.
Forgot. Yeah.
In Jojo, you 59, man, you gotta go get your colonoscopy.
Hmm. Okay, you want to
Yeah.
do that one? You need to go. That the one where they can put in your
You
rectum.
you will not even know. You will
We'll
not
put it
That
even
to
you will
bed,
that's
not
my
man.
even know.
oh
We'll put
that
it to bed.
one. Yes,
We'll
yes,
go.
yeah. Whatever, Rachel.
Uh-uh.
Whatever,
You
Rachel.
know what,
We'll feel
Please.
like
Josephine?
back in the day, so you won't
Josephine,
feel like that, man.
Josephine, call me. You got a free physical with me. Call me.
Oh my God. I can make get Rachel on my back, my people. Rachel coming to be on my back.
I like to see Liberian women do good. I drool over Liberian women when I see us do well, because a lot of us are doing very well. A lot of us are doing very well. I know when I came to Minnesota newly, everybody was trying to get on their feet. They were making do with whatever that was before them. Now we've settled in. So
Yeah,
now we're all doing very well. I mean, we just got to keep this up, and we cannot continue it if we're not healthy.
that's true. That's true.
As
Yes.
much as
You're
we
right.
we want, as much as there are times, even if you have a flu, ma, your children want to eat something. It's hard to just wake up from that bed to go cook that
Mhm,
meal for them.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
Because so if you have a chronic disease, because you have a chronic disease, you know that it can also lead to mental illness.
yes.
Yes.
So if we,
Of
it's so
course.
just so many factors, so many factors. And another thing is about learning how to interact well with someone who has the condition, because you are not off the hook as an individual. Not because you don't have it now means that something couldn't cause it in the future. You could have just financial problem,
Mhm,
divorce. Okay, we've been married for all these years, but every time it is an effort to maintain the years of marriage. It's not just you
mhm,
marry and that's it. So people
mhm,
go through divorce, people go through death in their family. We got old
mhm,
parents. Okay, nobody
mhm,
lives forever. In all of those situations, if it's not taken care of very well, it could lead to mental illness. And one of the things that work very well is preventative care. If we prevent the disease, if we prevent the illness, we ought to live longer and we ought to do better than when the condition already there. You already got diabetes. Now you're on insulin. You're trying to do tertiary care, which the
mhm,
risks is already very high.
mhm,
So
mhm, mhm,
I
mhm,
know.
and so I think this fair is going to be very, very good for our community. We want to do this because we're making this a big fair. We want to do this at least once a year, and then we can do smaller interactions through the course of the year. We visit other programs, do some teaching. I mean, we have qualified people in our group. And for me, I am okay with people not coming to me as a provider, because one of the things that people don't like to, I won't go to Liberian people because my privacy. I mean, we we're respectful of your privacy, but you also have to trust that we will be respectful of your privacy. So it's both ways. I just want you to get
Yeah.
to somebody who will take care of you, period. Doesn't
That's
Mhm.
have to
it.
be me, doesn't have to be another Liberian. It doesn't matter to me who you go to. As long
Mhm.
as you are going to someone who will take good care of you, and you're going to adhere to that plan of care. That's all I need from you. So this fair is going
Yeah.
to be very important for us, for our community. We're encouraging everyone. We've invited all of the churches. Y'all come. We anticipate at least 200 people over there. So if you don't come early and we run out of capacity, the papa will not let you come in. Okay,
Mhm.
the mammogram van is going to be outside. HIV testing. But every year I do my physical. My
STD.
my
I
my
do my
my
STD
my
test.
doctor say, you want to do HIV
I
testing.
say
She
yes.
said, go ahead. But the only
Mhm.
reason why, and HIV is almost like diabetes nowadays.
Mhm.
So it better to get tested, know your status, and get the care. There are good medications out there for HIV
Yep.
that will make you
And
undetectable. Nowadays, if you're taking your medication and you are doing very well, I mean, you first off, it was like a death sentence. It better to get HIV
Mm-hmm.
nowadays than to get cancer. I'll tell you that.
mhm.
Yes, it's true.
It better to get HIV than to get cancer, because we got good treatment for it. Cancer, we still all over the place with cancer. So
And
come
then
and know your numbers. And then just a second. When you know your numbers, you tend to be even careful.
mhm.
When you know your numbers, you tend to be careful. You don't just be all over the place when you know you got a clean bit of health. Yeah, go ahead, Mugu.
And then you guys should not even make reservation for this, like, oh, because it's Liberians. One thing you should realize that they are only running the tests. They are not reading the test. They are not getting the result. That's why I think they're going to sound like their address, whatever, and then the result going to come to you. So Rachel will not even see your test result. She won't see it. But it's just like
Mm,
the
And
center, the
some,
middle person, to encourage you to do this. So don't worry about, oh, she will know if I got STD, if she will know if I got blood pressure, if I'm a diabetic. No, no, she's not going to see your
Mhm.
result. They're just going to administer and then they will send it to the professional to do the reading, right, Rachel? Your
it
yes,
was
mammogram.
and
good you said
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yes, and
It
thank
was
you,
good you
Muku, for
said
saying
that so
that.
some of them
Yeah,
can know. Yes.
yeah.
Thanks for
And
saying that. So because some people it's just the privacy thing or they worry because the way our Liberian community have become, everyone telling everyone's story. But this is a good thing, especially for those who don't have insurance or have insurance that is so hard. Like I said, I'm ready. I promise myself. I know when I say I will do something, I will do. I'm one of the person who lean a lot on natural stuff. I do a research a lot when it comes to natural things. I take a lot of stuff when it comes to fruits, natural things, vegetables and stuff. That's what I rely on. But besides that, like you said, it just me afraid of going to doctor too much. But I know starting this year it's on. But when it comes to natural thing, I would take natural stuff for anything. Whether it's my health or my body, my eyes, whatever, I'm good at it. I'm always making natural stuff for myself. But it's good to always go for checkup. I just did a checkup, but only because I was going to Liberia and they ended up giving me two other shots. See me screaming in a hospital. Everyone, when I came out, I was so embarrassed because the people were waiting to see who was screaming in there. I was screaming to just get our two shots. So this is something that we should really take care of ourselves because we see how life looking now. Like Rachel said, we are doing way good now, and we love to be happy, love to be around. So for us to do this, and we see young people. One of my friends who they just buried, I didn't even know she was going through cancer. So it is true. We really, really need to do these checkups and take care of ourselves because you don't want to sit out today while you're able to prevent diabetes and you sit there until they say, okay, you are diabetic. You don't want to do that.
And
So
then I'm an example, when I had my son, I had gestational diabetes, and gestational diabetes obviously go away, right, Rachel? So, and I
Yeah,
sat there,
sometimes,
I
most
didn't
of the
do
time.
nothing. Yeah, I didn't do nothing, and then my numbers was always high. Then I started to take medication for this, but I sat down and slapped myself and said, "What are you doing? God has blessed you with these gifts of life. You got to put yourself together." And that's how I put myself together. If I tell you my numbers are okay and I'm clear, I don't have to take nothing when it comes to, diabetes or stuff like that. Because the more you sit there and it gets chronic, you start having what? Liver problem, kidney problem, then you got to go on dialysis. Y'all listen, oh, y'all got to go on dialysis, then they put you on waiting list. Sometimes you're not even going to find the big kidney or the human being kidney. You just be on that waiting list. One day you lay down that diabetic, you go for your late dialysis. One day you just have heart attack and pass out, my people. They diabetic thing here, they think a serious thing. Oh, let me put it in my real colloquy. Oh, y'all better come because I know what I went through. There was one time my blood sugar went to almost 300-400. I'm telling you that God got me here today. So y'all listen, we have to take care of ourselves. And most especially, we are in the right country. We are.
Yeah.
When it comes to healthcare, we are in the right country. But Rachel, it's an honor to have you, and we're looking forward to being there. And we are proud of you. Let's welcome our guest here, saying something good, very good, ladies, Mr.
Let's the
Elizabeth.
date. Let's tell the date again. What's the date again?
I come here, I will
It's
put it
May
up. Just give me
May
1 minute. I'll
10th.
put it.
So the Saturday of Mother's Day weekend.
Yes. So
May
we got
10th.
Rufus
So,
Devon said, good show, ladies. And Classy B Brown say, hey, Jojo. And she says, yeah, I'm proud of Liberians. They are doing very well. She said, this conversation is important in our community. Continue to have this conversation. Will make people encourage you to join and be comfortable to engage. So that's good, and we are happy to have you. You can share the word. And then this is the flyer here, right there. Let me move the
yeah.
comment so you can see it clear. So that's the flyer there. So you see, I just like the topic, breaking stigma and embracing strength. This is so powerful. We as African, and I will be there. It's in Corn Rabbits. If you can screenshot this, if you're around here, if you are not in Minnesota and you have friends, you got relatives, associate, acquaintance that based in Minnesota, just screenshot this and send it to them. Okay, screenshot this and send it to them. And I think it's going to be a really, really awesome time we're going to have over there because I will be there, like I said. So, Rachel, thank you. Anything else to say? And Jojo, do you have question or anything for Rachel?
No, I'm good. Even I don't even have to register. Richard, Richard got me on the board, and I'm so happy that it's in the morning. So because I got stuff going on in the evening, so it's wonderful. That's in the morning. People can leave from 10 o'clock. If you want to go around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock is good. So yeah, Richard, I have to come.
Yeah, Josephine, I got a whole
I
project
have
for
to
you
come
at
and
that
set
fair.
example.
So, Josephine, I
Don't
got
worry,
a
I will
whole
wake her up.
project.
I will wake
Actually,
her up.
as soon as you get your mammogram, go get your t-shirt. You will be a volunteer at that fair because you have
Oh
to
my
live.
God!
I got
Mhm.
I got a t-shirt for you. You'll be a volunteer at that fair. We have to
You
see
see?
you.
Oh my
We
God!
have to, yes.
Yes,
And
yes.
Muku as well. But Muku already will be volunteering because Muku says she's going to live screen our the fair. But again, I mean, mental illness is such a thing. One of the struggle, the stigma associated with mental illness is so terrible in our community. So as a result, we have people who have no clue trying to manage people with mental illness only because of whatever reasons. And it has to be done by professionals.
And then
Like I
another thing
said,
Yeah.
mhm,
you spoke about, sorry for interrupting you. You talk about people with children that's on the spectrum, how to deal with it, and that's powerful. We are
yes,
planning a show for that, most especially for people that have kids on the spectrum. And I'll tell you, sometimes you don't even know your kids are on the spectrum, most especially when they can talk, they are very smart, when it comes to their education. But I'll tell you, and I can't wait to be a part of that conversation. Yes.
yes, it is. It
Classes
is.
said she will be. Classy says she'll be there. Rachel, I really, really, really want to thank
Pastor,
you
please, would
because
love to have you
for
there.
you guys to come up with something like this and want to just share it in the community, this is just wonderful. Especially when you get a career like this and not only thinking about yourself or only provide for your family, but want to make sure that your community or your people are being treated or taste what you have. Are
Benefits,
gotten.
yeah.
This is just a blessing. What you have benefit, I am just so thankful to you. For you to do this, it take a lot
Man,
out of
man,
someone to do it. This is your time.
wonderful.
This is everything that you put it into it. And I just want to thank you. I want to honor you. God bless you. More, make more come. May you think about more things to do, and may the Lord bless you that you'll be able to give more or do more in Jesus' name. Thank you again, my
And
dear.
Amen.
another thing,
Yes.
Rachel, you said you was the founder of some organization or foundation or something. What was that?
This, yeah, our group, our organization is the Liberian Advanced Practice Providers Network.
Okay.
So we
Yes.
are nurse practitioners. We
Mm-hmm.
have nurse practitioners, midwives, physician assistants, but we're all providers. So
Mm-hmm.
we treat diseases. We're prescribers. Majority of people in our organization have their own businesses, their own
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
practices. We work
Maybe my
for
friend, maybe
different
one of my
people.
good friends is in there. We graduated together, Susanna Okoturo.
Yes, Susie is, yeah,
We
Susie is a
graduated
good friend.
together
Yes.
and came over here. Yeah.
Yeah, Susie is one of our active members. So she will,
Yeah.
that's our only midwife we have in the group. So we hold
Yeah,
her
she's the
at
main web.
high
Yeah.
esteem. Yes.
And
Oh,
my
Susie,
daughter
So
want to
I
lean
met
on that
Susie the
side.
other weekend, right? I met Susie the other weekend,
Yes.
right?
I encourage her
Yes.
yes.
to even move here. She's already a good friend of mine. And then she came
And
Yeah.
over here one thing or another. We got a little distant, but we're trying to catch up. But she's already a nice girl,
And let me tell you the
Yes.
So that's
secret
good.
for Sissy too, and we got to find her. Susie has another business, and she help with the vitamin. She gives the shot with your skin, and stuff like that. Most of the things that we
Yes.
we talk about. So, and I was telling her I got to come get my IV vitamins. Because
Hmm.
Yes.
some of us, what our vitamins always low. Our iron always low. So that's a good thing too to take advantage of that. You don't have to
Yeah.
continuously take
Yeah.
pills and stuff like that. So, Classy Brown would be honored to have you there as well. Share the news, grab your sister, grab your bestie, and let us all meet there. And we are
I will
honoring
see
you
you,
guys by
Classy. I'll see you, girl.
sharing,
Now
Yes.
I'm
sharing,
forced to be there.
Oh,
and
you
to
volunteer
all the
already.
members.
I got you. You got your t-shirt. Yeah,
Yeah,
Josephine, I will look forward to having all of you over there. Let us
yeah.
just be healthy together. That is the goal.
Yes.
Let us be healthy
Let's be,
together.
yay!
Physically,
Let's be
When
healthy
you are
together.
when you are healthy,
emotionally.
you don't stress, you don't
Yes.
look for faults on people, you don't just cuss, you don't just sit and misbehave. When you are healthy, you want to enjoy your life and be
Yes.
satisfied. But when you are miserable, other people become miserable around you.
Yes.
So
We have
yes,
our
Yes.
it is.
community,
Yeah.
man. We have amazing women in our community. We have great people in our
Yes.
community. Um, so let's just come in and make this day, and so that we can be able to do this annually as our
Mhm,
annual health day,
mhm,
and just be able to address all of these things. We look forward to having all of you over there. I
mhm.
mean, it's going to be great. So thank you for having me.
It's an honor to
And
have you.
yes, let's learn how to just take care of each other, take care of ourselves, because we got babies that are looking at us. And you don't know, I'm sure all of you, sometimes you go somewhere and someone come up to you and say, you don't know how you inspire me. I'm sure you guys have heard that.
Oh yes, we have. I
Okay,
hear
I
that
get that
all
because
all
the
the
I
time.
have heard that.
time.
Yes, I
Mhm,
have heard that. Okay, so
mhm.
if people are looking up to us, I mean, we have to be from top to bottom, man,
Yes.
physically, emotionally, and
It's true. Oh
everything.
yes.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So
And I
Yes.
want you
thank
to
you.
know that
Yes. And
Minnesota
that's
is
what I
not.
have to do. And that's what I have to do there. Being an example of a lot of people who always say I look up to you. I should set example, and I promise I'm going to do it.
And
So
then
let me let you
I'm
I
know.
just
coming.
want to chime in. I just want to chime in. I see patients, mental health, people with mental illness, and I'm building my pediatric practice. So
Good.
if you have a child who's on the spectrum, you can come. Let's talk. You can come see
Mhm,
me, because if the children are not doing well in school, it affects their self-esteem, and that's how
mhm,
sometimes these behavior problems come up. So if you have children, I because we have children that have issues. You can come see me. My office is, I work at the Diamond Lake Clinic, or you can contact me. You know how to find me, especially in our Liberian community. I also see adults. Yeah. So if you want to see me. If you don't, you just want to talk. Come
Mm-hmm.
reach out to me, and I can direct you to resources.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of professionals in our community, so I really don't have to be your provider.
No.
I can direct you to someone, as long as you're seeing someone, because don't waste my time. If you're coming to me, it means you gotta go, you seeing somebody, either me or someone, because we gotta be healthy together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me tell
Yep.
you, Minnesota is on the map when it comes to education. Minnesota is on the map when it comes to doctors. Minnesota is on the map not only for negativity. Minnesota, they got people that do great things in Minnesota. So we're looking forward to seeing you
Of
guys.
course.
And thanks for coming on and thanks for sharing this with
Yeah.
us.
Thanks for coming,
And
Richard.
thank you.
Thank you.
You guys take care now. Bye.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
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 That's a great
Yes,
thing.
Muku, as you can see, we will have to wear something blue tomorrow. So, for the wedding, I'd like to get back to this wedding because it's my sis. I got to talk about this wedding. We have to wear something blue. So, I don't know if I'm going to get something blue. I promised myself not to buy anything. Right now, I can buy. Money issue is not easy because, like I said, I spend my money.
Oh, when you
So,
travel to Africa and come back, it can be tough. Not only you,
yes,
mama.
money issue that
Mhm.
is yeah. So I know I got this going. My man got my back in that way. So thank God for him. But other than that,
Ma,
I did my
let
nails.
me tell you what, jeez. You know I had to mute you just now because I didn't want you
No,
to
no,
hear
no,
my
no. Wait, wait,
bias
wait.
voice.
Before you get it, just let's do this. Let's do this. You see my blue. So just in case I don't wear
I know it's
anything
blue, but I
blue
asked her
tomorrow.
blue. She said any blue. So like
Yeah,
ask her blue,
just
my
in
mute.
case. She said royal blue, royal blue. So anyway, that blue comes. But anyways, just in case I don't have a blue because I have tried like three dresses now and they can't fit me. But I have to find something in that closet because of this party. But I have to get in something. So if it costs me to wear trousers suit, I will come in trousers suit. But I have to make that wedding. I can't miss it. So we'll see what happens.
So yes,
What you wanted to say?
just before I said no, ma, I had to mute you earlier because I didn't want you to hear my BIF voice. But
Oh,
anyway,
they can hear your voice. They will not even recognize it.
so but anyway, I was asking you this question. Let's just talk about this and then we can leave because I know you need your time. So, but
I'm
did you
cool. I'm
see?
cool.
Let me just show this video, okay, about this lady who left her kids, her two children, her only two children she had. She left the children at home. People say she went to work for 9 hours, but from her explanation, she said she just left them to like go do something or get something. And when she came back, I think they died from carbon dioxide. I don't
Oh
know.
my God.
Yes, test me
I
this.
haven't seen that.
Or-
I didn't see that.
41. Oh, 41 on this. 41, can you start the 56 and car 9 at 255 East Niagara Falls Avenue?
Jojo, you cannot hear that? Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
heard you whispering.
41. Oh, 41 on this. 41, can you start the 56 and car 9 at 255 East Niagara Falls Avenue?
How many children were there? Two. How old were they?
Where's my phone?
Ma'am,
I don't have my
we
phone.
need to know how old the children were. How old?
I'll get your phone. Talk to him.
It's in a white car.
Okay, talk to him. I'll get your phone.
I sit down there.
I'm gonna bring the car up.
And then the sad thing about it, with all that crying, she still got handcuffed.
Yes. How old are they?
I think they said they were
How old were they?
like 8 years old, eight, like around that, like they are
Oh
minor,
my God.
and stuff like that.
I don't
But
know. I don't. I feel. Sorry. I feel you can go ahead and I will talk.
I feel so bad. So I think people say she left him for 9 hours, but when you see the other video, because they had to do it clip by clip, because you can't post a huge video over 3 minutes. So she said that she just went to go get something, but just to go get something, that was just so fast. You know what I mean? That was just so fast. And after all of that
The thing about
disappointment,
it is, I hope you should tell it. So it's just better for you to tell the truth and the whole truth. If you went for 8 hour work shift, say it was 8 hours. And this is all opening for us to see, because some of us got children. Sometimes we leave our children. You have to always call your children. I'm good at calling my children. When Mary was having her 40th, I don't know what her 41st birthday, when she was having a PJ's party, she invited me to it, and I left my two boys home. I call my children every 30 to 45 minutes. When I called, they were not answering the phone. First, Tavina picked up, and Tavina went to the house. She didn't have the key and she couldn't enter. And I was calling my children, even though Tavina was close by to get the other key. When I was calling my boy, they couldn't pick up. I told Mary, I'm leaving. The holler. I was shaking. I said, my kids not picking up, I'm leaving. And there are times if they don't pick up, then call for the neighbors. The white people suffering in my hand, my neighbors.
hmm
For even my children, friends, parents. I will call. Can you go to my house? Taria's not picking up. Where are they? Can one of their friends call and say, oh, this is 30 to 45 minutes, I call my kids. You have to call and check on the kids. Even if you are at work, you have to be parent for wherever place you are. Okay. Right now, the way I'm sitting now with you, I was sitting here texting.
hmm
I must get text. I must let them. If they don't talk, whew, I don't know what to do. So you have to get people around you to check on your children. That's why I don't want to leave from where
That's
I
why
am.
you should always get to know your neighbors. You should always
Yes.
establish a relationship with your neighbors, most especially when you have young kids. And that's why I tell people moving, oh, I let the people they play out. I let the people they play. So when you got children, you have to like to be somewhere. To be
Hmm.
honest, when Jimmy was young, I was made 8 years old. I used to leave home for 8 hours. But
We
before
all are
I
guilty,
take
but you just have to
I
pay
take before I
attention.
leave, I take all the stove, how to call it off, make sure her food is ready. And she know I will call 24 hours. Every time, every 10 minutes, to the point that she knew my job number. When she called my job and the people pick up, they'll say, can I speak to my mother? Then they will say, my child, they have a lot of mothers here, And then I started to tell her, just say, can I speak to, so and so person? Because she felt it was disrespectful to say, can I speak to Victoria at work? But you got, can I speak to my mommy? And the lady will be like, there's a lot of mothers here. Which one is yours? But we should, I'm guilty. We all guilty. We all do that. But she should tell the truth, because just leaving your kids for a couple of hours to go buy something will not cause that. No, 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 no.
And I hope there's open eyes to people, because sometimes when you say people think you just want to think you all that. But honestly, in our community, there are a lot of people who doing the double and the extra hour, which is okay. But again, no matter what double you do or what, a lot of the people even doing live in. You
Mm-hmm.
have to check on your kids. If you do live or whatever, you know that you never can catch your kids. You never can get them. They're always around there. You need to stop that job, because the reason we are doing all these doubles is because of the children. So what happens if you don't pay attention and then the children not there anymore? What
Mm-hmm.
double you want to do now? What
Mm-hmm.
hours you want to do? So if you are doing live in and your child is not paying attention, to getting out of here or whatever, you need to stop it. If you are doing overnight, and because of that overnight, the kids are in the house now, they're sleeping out, they're coming late or they're sneaking, you need to switch that overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it takes, especially for the single parents. And some of the
Yes,
people who are
the
not
single
single,
parents.
they got, yeah. And some of the people who are not single, they got their husband. Some of the husband, and you get say like you single. So you have to pay attention to your children. Your children are ever for me. The reason I smile every day is because of my kids. I don't play with it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't play with it. Yesterday I text Tavina. I said, "How you doing, sweetheart?" And then she texts me. She said, "No." She called me. She said, "Why are you texting me, mom?" I said, "Because you text me." So she texts me, and I was sleeping. She forgot how she texted me. "Hi, mom. And then when I woke up, I saw the text. I thought she in class. So I said, "Hi, sweetheart. Why waiting?" She called me because we don't just text like that. We love to talk, you know. And then if I text her, jump behind the scene, but we love to talk all the time. And the last time I was so busy, and I know it was her class. That's what she got out of her class. She called me, "Mom, how many daughters do you have?" I said, "Girl, please." I said, "What's your problem? You guys like the girl is too much for me." But anyways, I'm happy. But what I'm trying to say, this is the truth. A lot of us do the double and double. And oh, the job, they can't let you to pick up your phone. No job gonna let me be on for 8 hours that you can go pee, right? Don't you pee in 8 hours? Don't you use the bathroom in 8 hours? I know we are entitled to, I think every 3 or 4 hours, you are entitled to 15 minutes. You are entitled to that. Take that 15 minutes and go call. Take 10 minutes. Take a little break in between to call your children. Nobody play with my kids. I will walk out of the job. I will run to the bathroom to pick up a call in a second.
But
Okay?
I don't know which
So,
kind of job nowadays does not allow you to talk on. A lot of people they will tell you the policy is no phone, but a lot of us go around with our phone and our
yeah,
headphones.
just talk to your
Well, uh,
co-workers.
yes,
I'm running in there. Let me just make a quick call.
and another thing that is so easy to do nowadays, we have security camera. You don't even have to pay. Not like before, you had it with the phone company or the cable company. You can buy your security camera from on Amazon. You install it in your house and just put the
Yeah,
app on your phone. I have been doing that for years. I don't pay phone company no more. So I monitor my kids 24 hours. If I feel like if I'm not home or daddy's not home and Malika is quiet, one Malika but he never get here on his phone. His phone always dead. You always going to the voicemail. But one person you will always get on the phone is Camille. Camille always on her phone listening to music. So anybody in the house, all of us, all five of us, if Jamil not answering, daddy not answering, Malika not answering, mommy not answering, call Camille phone. She answers. So we know that.
yeah,
But it's so easy to monitor your kids, guys. It's so sad. It's so sad. And not only because
it
of this
is.
death issue, we need to monitor our children, most especially the one single parent, like you said, because our kids get involved in all kinds of things that we don't know about. Then when something happens and you start to know, you be like, I never noticed this. But it happening. Our kids get into gangs, they get into drugs, they start to smoke, they get into different things. Our kids start communicating with boys because you know, they're bored, they're on their computer, they're on their phone. So people hollering at them, they need company. Mom not home. You
Yeah.
can't cook dinner for your children. In the morning, you don't even know your children eating breakfast. Oh, I see you, oh, food in the refrigerator, oh, I call oh, you just put it in the microwave. Africans, this is a lesson learned. Most especially for the
We
single.
we have to.
But my heart goes out to her. She's an
Yeah.
African. I don't know where. I don't know if it's in Canada because I read car or it's in the US. I don't know, but it sounds those police officers sounds American. So our
We
heart
have
goes.
to pay attention to our children. To be honest, a lot of us just forget about the kids. Or we see that they grow up, they're able to hear. They say, "I don't care. I am the woman who go to my children laundry. I
Oh
go
yeah.
in the laundry basket.
Mm-hmm.
I take all their clothes. I be looking in them. I be looking all underneath their bed. I always looking around. I pray for the best, but I'm always looking. Okay, because these children are out there know more than you
No
about the
privacy. Oh,
internet, more than yourself.
no
Yeah.
privacy. I can
So
tell
I
them.
am always in it. I go in a room. I don't knock that door. I'm sorry to say, I do not knock my kids' door when I enter it. I just
I need
enter.
to. I
If
need
you're
to
going
tell
to be, if you're going to do anything private, go in the blower and lock the door. But when mommy coming in the room, she's opening the room. Because
yes.
sometimes you never know what the way you knock, then the one has something.
They don't have yes,
I'm not praying for
yes,
evil
yes.
things, but you have to be on them. I always my children laundry, I can empty the laundry basket. I be taking the clothes on one by one like that.
I can
I
even
be
smell the
putting, I be
baking
looking at it.
I
Yeah.
bake it.
I be looking at it.
I tell
I
them
check
when I
underneath that
open the
bed. I
door,
look.
one day that little boy look at me, mommy,
Hmm.
you can't knock. I told you, I said, one time I would take the inches off the door. I would say, I used to tell his sister, like, mommy, you can't knock the door. Oh, I said, what? I said, knock the door. I said, you play with me, I would take the inches off the door. If I had my way,
Yeah.
then I would take the inches off the door. So we really
And
need to
look at
pay
this
attention to our
example.
children.
Look at this Luoma example. Her two children gone.
Who the only two
And
she
all
get?
we working for, yes, all we working for our children. If you are doing double, if you are doing live in, if you are doing other things, and the children are listening, they don't want to pay attention. You can't find your children. They're not passing in as they are down. Their grades are in the C, the F, the D's, and you see all of that, and you still doing what you're doing. You don't
And
want
you
to pay
still giving
attention.
it.
Then what
You
kind
still
of
giving
parent
it.
are you?
You still paying phone bill for them. You still get cable
If it
on.
costs me to care,
Mhm.
if it will cost me to care on the welfare, I will care on it. If that one it will take, it will take it. But when it comes to me taking care of my kids, I will do whatever it takes. Because I want me smiling today. That one, whether you say something about me or the social media will on, you go up, you come, that I don't care. Once my kids are doing accident, I'm doing accident. You won't
Yeah.
say whatever. I should just be happy that part.
And stay
So
out of
I'm just
meeting.
talking this to
Stay
the
out of meeting.
parents.
Wake up
Those
every
who doing the
morning and
job because
do
some of us, oh, I own a project, or I just doing the project, yeah, they are still, oh, I doing this, I will still. But you can do whatever you want, but pay attention to your children. When I was going Liberia, I begged my mom. My mom had to move in my house. My
it.
mom was inside. My children did not want to go out of the house. They were comfortable staying in. So I had to bring my mom to stay in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Then, before I left, I told my children parents, I mean friends, their best friend parents, y'all get ready because y'all will be driving them around. My kids were going to all their activities, they were never late. And all their parents, all their friends around there are white. The white people were taking my kids all over. They
Yeah.
were giving them ride all over. You have to do it. That's why I tell my children, say, I'm not moving to the area because I got people that can help me. I got people that can help me. So I'm happy. My mom can drive. But everywhere my kids wanted to go, they were
They
able,
win.
like yesterday, yeah. Then our other sister that I got robbed, my other sister couldn't pick them up. One of the other lady went pick. You have to find ways. We
Mhm.
text on the show. I've been here. How long you been? And I text 2 times. You got to check on your children. You got to check. Even the grades. You can wait until the end. I own the children grades. I see what. Yeah, 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 yeah. I just saw your test. You took the test. It was this way. You better figure it out. Pick it. I gave you 1 week. Figure it out.
I'll take everything
We
from
have
you.
to pay attention to these kids.
The
You
last
know.
night I was at work, around 4 something, I saw a text from Camille. Love you, mommy. Saw a text. I said, why are you up at this time? She just went to the bathroom and thought about me because I'm up working. So she just texted to tell me, mommy, I love you. You see,
That's
build that
wonderful.
relationship. Yes, but thank you all for coming on. And we are so proud to have everybody. We are proud of our Liberian sisters, and Liberians are doing great. Let us pay attention to our children. Let us not make that mistake, most especially when you are a single parent.
Yeah.
Most especially when you are a single parent. Our children are our inheritance and a God gift to us. We suppose, no matter the situation, no matter who they are, no matter what they're going through, no matter if they are special need kids, God trusted us with those children. So we are to nurture them. We are to take care of them. They are our inheritance. So we need to pay attention to our children. I leave you with this, and I turn it to Jojo to give her closing um statement.
I wanted to ask you. I want to try and fit in my dress tomorrow. You think the way Ellen was doing the water diet. If I do the water diet today, it will work tomorrow.
Oh, that woman is very serious. Oh,
I
oh.
tell you, I tried 3 dresses before I left. None could fit me, so I have to go and start.
So
That's
what
why I
you
have to leave
do?
in the
What you
morning.
do now? Let me tell you what you do now. Oh, you come in the morning. When you come in the morning, grab your dress, take it to K&G. There's a seamstress there, and she will open it up for you.
That's too much work. I won't fit in a dress. I won't open it because when you start making your dresses big, you will start getting big. I
Yeah,
like to make them big.
I can
I
help
must
you.
fit in it. Yeah,
I
I don't
can
know
help.
what we're gonna do, but tomorrow, now that they not hear me, to be waiting, but I will find one of them. That's why it's good to buy things and hang it up. We will be on it until I find one of them. And if I find it, if it will squeeze my stomach, we will squeeze and come. We will
Yes,
come by force.
That's it.
Mhm. But you see, even like back to the kids thing, even when the children in college, you see, Tavina is in college. When we went
Okay.
for the orientation, and these people were saying they can't deal with you with anything because the child is 18, anything they would deal with the kids. I was like, oh my
Oh,
God. I just, I was sitting there looking at some of the parents' faces because the problem can even handle their kids when the children were below 18. So now that they're 18, how they going to do it for me? I didn't worry about it because
mhm.
I know I don't care whether she's 18.
I'm her mama.
She's going to listen to me. That's how we came up. So she's there. She listened to me. We talk every day. I know her step in every way possible. So but you could see the parents' faces. There was some of them were down because they know they will not get nothing out of their kids. Even Grace, the other lady
We
was
will
saying, she
not
said, "Oh
work.
my God, I'm never going to know my kid Grace. She will not show me the grade." I was like, "Oh, my daughter
Wow.
would not try that." you know.
Oh,
So we have to, the Bible said, bring the kids up, where when they grow, they shouldn't depart from there. And that's what we have to do. Sometimes the children don't want to listen to us. We got to go ahead down on our knee and pray. There is nothing impossible for God. But again, we have to put our in. You want to do your best that tomorrow, if things doesn't work well, you know that you did all
and
you
people
can.
say, "My
But
Makia," they put say, "Makia, your
eh,
closest statement." They put your daughter say, "Makia, your
no,
closest
it's
statement."
not. No, I gave you closing statement yet because it's 11:30. It's okay. So I just wanted
We
to
still
talk a
got
little bit.
time.
I haven't been on the show.
Mhm.
Classy, thank you for coming on. You guys tired now. You want to go? Please give us your closing statement. But anyways, let me get a closing statement. Your thanks for coming on. Thanks for welcoming me again. I love you guys. Love you guys. Tomorrow you will see more of me. Tomorrow is going to be down. I'm going to talk about my girl Eddie wedding. It's going to be down. Minnesota will be shaking tomorrow. But thank you guys for coming on, for listening. This is where we bring positive things. This is where we try to empower one another. This is where we encourage one another. This is where we want to bring some message that we have to pay attention to. But your thanks for coming, share the live, and we will meet next week. Muku?
So it's an honor to always have you guys. It's an honor to always be on this platform to share positive vibe. And we love you guys with the love of God. Keep following, keep sharing, and let us learn together. And we say, Jesus loves you, but we love you by force. So we'll see you guys next week, Saturday.
Okay then. Bye bye.
Gather round, it's a place to be.